would come searching anyway. So I sailed across the sea to see if you were there waiting for me, but you were not. So I sailed back with a broken heart. I waited till 3 to see if you would come looking for me, but you did not. So I fell asleep with a broken heart.
Hey guys, go ahead and start the show on YouTube, but go and get us on Facebook.
Hello,
Hey, how you
everybody.
guys doing, YouTube? We will be trying to adjust our picture here and get us up here on the old Facebookity. I changed the password in the process, huh?
You need to give me a security code. So
It's
we can
coming
tell
to
the
where?
world.
Yeah.
Coming to your phone. Like
Yeah, the
this.
security code coming to my phone is it 901192. Everyone, it's 901192.
Just log in and hack.
Yeah, go ahead and hack me. Jeez, I'm needing some hacking. I've been feeling. Yeah, thank you guys.
Look, hi.
Just so you know who your friends are. They're hacked for you. Anyway, I'm really kind of moving towards. Wow, the lights changed. That's nice.
I'm glad you saw that.
Yeah, it wasn't just me. You. Yeah, kindly moving towards YouTube anyway, guys. So, I guess that's kind of cool. That we are here. We will be posting this immediately after on the Recovery Room page. Just trying to get some eyes coming to the Recovery Room on YouTube. Eventually, those things you have the opportunity to monetize. Anyway, I'll announce for the first time and in a while, the second time, this is the Recovery Room. It is June 25th. It is a Thursday. Man, that Dinko Gaboba.
That what? Bless you.
I can't remember the name, but it's helping me remember everything else.
Dinko Gabola.
Oh,
Never
yeah.
forget that.
Yeah, that memory stuff.
Years ago, one of my employees, he bought a whole case of it, and he was taking it for a little bit and brings it a whole case. He goes, here. I said, what's wrong with it? He goes, well, it's supposed to improve your memory. I said, so? He goes, well, I can't remember if I took the dang thing or didn't take it, so here.
There you go. Doesn't work for its own. It doesn't work for its own self, as we used to say.
I was like, well, maybe you need to put down the pipe and the bottle.
Yeah, and the rest of the thing.
and it'll come back.
And remember to take your medicine. That's a good deal. Anyway, hey, it's just another very cool Thursday in Corona land.
It's actually kind of hot.
A very hot, cool Thursday in Coronaville. It's funny because I played tennis with this doctor who's at the emergency room here in town, right? And I said, so Doc, is the reports are that Florida is now like number one. Are you filling up with Corona patients? He said no. He said nope. Don't believe the hype. So I don't know, guys. I'm certainly not trying to belittle the severity and of the corona virus, but the reality of it all seems to me to be that it's just all over the place, and just like everything else in this life, you've got to make your own decisions, guys.
Well, I know this, like right here by the podcast, there's two graveyards. And if this many people are dying, I haven't seen a single funeral.
Yeah, not a single funeral. Yeah, you would think there'd be funeral processions up and down the street. Again, must be some places where they do bring on some doctors. Now down in Miami, they seem to be having a problem. But the reality is that it's just been so convoluted from the very beginning. We stayed home for a whole lot less cases than we have now. We stayed home most people stayed home for a couple of months, and then they opened up the floodgates, and while the thing was at its height, this is kind of crazy logic to me. You know, and so the whole thing is crazy. And so once again, yes, I am all about being protective of other individuals, in particular elderly people, because you know, a bunch of young people, and I'm edging on that, but anyway, a bunch of young people got the idea that it's okay, and it probably is for them. But if they've got grandmothers and grandfathers and elderly people, they should not.
Or younger brothers, younger sisters,
Yeah,
etc., or
yeah.
cousins, you know, that are infants, you know, they're gonna be highly at risk.
Yeah, just use your brain, guys. I mean, guess what? Just like he said, he rode by the cemetery. You're gonna die anyway, you know. And if it's from Corona, then that is when the good man upstairs called you. I mean, he said, "Listen, I'm gonna give you some Corona, okay, and I want you to come see me." As simple as that.
I mean, I've been hit 8 times riding my motorcycle, 2 serious head-on collisions, went through the windshield, cut my nose all the way up, had to put it back on.
Still here.
I've been robbed at gunpoint, managing restaurants 4 different times, shot at, stabbed.
Still here.
Still here.
Not this time. Liver screwed up.
Still here.
Still here.
You
You
know.
know, and so and when the man wants you, he's gonna take you. It doesn't matter whether you like a marathon runner and you're in the best health. I've known stories of people passing out dead. They're supposed to be the most physically fit people on the planet. Next thing you know, they're running down the street and pass out, gone. Are we on yet, Don?
Yeah, we are now. What's our
Okay.
theme today again?
Hey, listen, welcome to the Facebook version of the Recovery Room. And our theme for today is, let's see, our deepest fear. Snatched from a quote from Marian Anderson, who was a woman that was running for president recently.
I'm not
Judy,
seeing it on here yet.
Don says it's on there.
About 20 seconds.
Oh, it'll be on there in about 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Yes, Judy. If you're still watching us on YouTube, it is on. I had to change my password in the middle of setting up, and that wasn't so bright without telling the producer. Okay, and so that's what happened with that. So we'll be back on with a brand new password. You guys got the code. But you don't have the password.
That's right.
Okay, Don's got it on several different computers. That's probably what the problem was. Anyway, so welcome to the Recovery Room on YouTube. Quite yet?
Oh, been on YouTube.
No,
It's
Facebook.
I mean, Facebook.
There we go.
There
Yep,
we go.
there's my head looking down at my phone.
There it is.
Yeah.
There's Mark. There, Mark's the
Start.
millions. It's watching. I don't see it on mine, but
I'm on you.
you're on me.
Your page. Let me rephrase
I
that.
mean, yeah, thank you. I was going to say. Well, there it is. I just pulled it up. Our deepest fears, it says. Thank you, Donald.
Trying to. Where's your quotes, buddy?
Where's my quotes? On your stick.
Whoa!
They say quotes.
It's going to be one of those kind of
Yeah,
things.
it's
yeah.
one of those days. All right, so hi, Facebook family.
Sound off, please.
Huh?
He's asking our
We're
names.
good.
Minister Sean.
Hey, T-Bone, this is the Recovery Room, Thursday, June 25th. All kinds of stuff going on. I just figured out, Don, you'll be happy about this, how to take the videos and download them. I'm going to start putting them all on the Recovery Room page. So if you ever get in the mood, like let's starting this weekend, we're going to be doing the Recovery Room Marathon. There'll be videos, video after video starting, because I got them all the way back from like lab 2 years ago.
Whose phone is talking?
That's him.
Hey,
Get that phone out, please.
no, that's not my phone.
That's the
not
computer.
a phone.
That's your computer?
That's the
All right.
computer.
Yes, no
I don't
problem.
know how to do it anymore.
He's just going to test you. Just make sure you're paying
Make
attention.
sure everything. I'm making sure everything.
We got some
Hey,
live
what's up?
mics here.
What's up, Kathy? I'll see you tomorrow. Where's my speaker? I can't. There it is. Hold on, guys. We all discombobulated. Well, when I say we, I meant me.
I pulled up here today, and not only does he leave
Oh
the
my
key in the
God.
motorcycle,
Yeah.
key's not even turned off, headlights are on.
Headlights are
So
on.
he's in the warehouse here doing stuff. I start to back up. Wah, 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 wah,
Oh,
wah.
yeah.
And he looks
I
out.
heard that. I was like ready to dash for the door, thinking I'd be able to run the motorcycle down. Not. Yeah, that would have been a sad day. Hey, how you doing, Tomas? Good to see you, man. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Judy. It is today's subject is our deepest fear. Our deepest fear, and I'll read you the quote, and we'll get on
Yeah,
it
do that.
and talk about it for a minute. But the Marian Anderson did this one, and it says, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You're a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightening about shrinking so that others won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. I mean, and that's one of those quotes that's perennial. Is that the word I'm looking for? That's
Perennial favorite.
yeah. I mean, that's one of those for the ages. I mean, and I'm gonna get that one on a card so that Don can put it up so that you guys can go back and look at it. I guess whenever you get ready. This thing frozen. Oh, there it is.
Because when you turn the volume down, it's stuck.
Oh, okay. Technology. So yeah, so shrinking to fit. There's that head of Don's again.
In case you guys weren't
Don't
sure if
worry.
it was real or not,
Yeah,
yes.
there's Don.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, don't worry. Do what you gotta do. Hi. Shrinking to fit. Let's see. Judy's got something. He says, "I hope Joe Biden finds a good place for Marian Anderson and his administration." Jerry, you're right. I mean, because she was one of those people who is what is necessary for the world today, and one of those is alleviating fear. We're living in fear mongering like central. Fear everything. If it wasn't enough, they had an article I saw on the news today about triplets being born with corona. Haven't had no other exposure, so apparently it was passed through the umbilical cord. And so, you know, if you weren't afeared enough yet, then there you have it.
Well, it makes you wonder then, because I like a lot of times the breast milk has the different antibodies in it. Would the mom then be the cure for the kids with the, you know?
It would be good. Oh wow, what have I got going on here? They always changing stuff on Facebook. You gotta love
I know,
that.
you just get used to it and then it's
I
like,
know. And what is all this? I don't even know what all this is.
I don't know. But maybe you could look at that after the show?
No, I'm trying to get back to the comments.
Oh, okay. I don't know where to click on comments.
Oh, there it is. All right. So, yeah, I mean, you know, and so now, you know, obviously the seniors have seniors and black people, and I don't know, where did they come up with that? Was it like somebody that was colorblind in kindergarten? Because I haven't never seen a black person. You know what a black crayon looks like? Look, this, my friends, is black.
Black shirt. Yeah.
This, my friends, is black. This, my friends, is brown. But anyway, the fear now has gone from the seniors to the children, black people, and then now they're going to scare young people because young people went out and they hung out and just hung at the beach and all that, and so now there's more cases amongst young people.
Yeah, and apparently you can only get the corona if you go to the beach and stuff like that. If you riot, you're immune to it.
Right. Right. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Yeah. Yeah. I hear you, Sean. All right. I lost it again. Sorry.
Lost what?
I'm still on, so.
Yeah, oh, there we go.
There you go.
There we are. Just had to go out and come back in. All right. Got you now. Okay, I got you now. Good to have you. Thank you. So, yeah, I mean, and fear is such a paralyzing thing. Judy sent me a thing from our good friend, Tiffany Jenkins, you know, and if you guys haven't seen Juggling the Jenkins, make sure that you go and search it on Facebook. She's just done great work. She's written a book and done, but you know, she has anxiety, and I know a few people that have anxiety, and it's very much fear based. And it's like she described it as somebody, like, you know, when you turn a corner and somebody's right there and they scare you. She said she describes it as that on a consistent basis, always feeling that way, always feeling like the axe is about to fall. And I know that I'm sure that there are a lot of people in our family that have anxiety, and part of the reason that they're using is self-medicating, trying to find that balance. And we'll talk to Dr. Hal about this whole situation, because I love it, because he has information about how all these things affect the brain, and that's information that we need.
Well,
but
and those people who are actively using, it's almost like they're being pushed into a corner to use more now because of their stress levels, like you were saying, all their triggers.
Yeah.
You know, they're in lockdown, having to be around their family, which might have been the reason why they're using.
Yeah.
You know, because their uncle, their aunt, their this, their that, whatever else. They can't go out and score
Right.
because they can't even go
Not
get a
easily.
job. They can't go break into someone's house because everyone else is home.
Right.
You know, and so then by chance, if they did come across some money, be it a stimulus check or whatever, their body's not used to them using, and then they overdose and they perish. I mean, it's a non-win situation as it is, and now it's just worse. You know, and addiction's an addiction's an addiction.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if it's alcohol, sex, you know, prescription drugs. And everyone thinks, oh, it's okay because my doctor gave it to me.
Yeah.
You know, at least that's more on the, people are opening their eyes about that now. But, you know, you look at our good friend Dora, who thought it was okay, just because my doctor gave it to me, it's all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, until you know, you find yourself running up and down the street. You know, a good friend of mine, Linda, was telling me her story about being this little skinny white girl, that how much power this thing had over that she would go into the hood at 2 o'clock in the morning by herself to try to score. Now that's a habit. That's gotten to have it. You know, I mean, if you're willing to go in and hey, Christy, how are you? Must be Christy. You know, I mean, and today she's been clean and sober for a long time, but when she looks back on that, it's like, oh my God, you know, how powerful must that addiction be that I would risk? I mean, you're already risking your life with the drugs, but you're risking your life going into, you know, the hood at 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, and it's an amazing thing. And so, if you guys are out there and you're actively using, God knows that we've been praying for you. We want the only reason, the primary reason that we do this show, the reason that it even started in the first place, is that there's got to be some hope. There's got to be some hope. There's got to be some kind of mechanism, the right words or something to be said for you to get to what our subject was yesterday, to that aha moment, to where you go, aha, that's it, that's how I'll do it, and I'm starting today. And you get that, that passion and that commitment that is necessary, because God knows that we're sitting here and we're trying to encourage you to do it, and God knows that it's not going to be easy. Okay, it's just not. I mean, but if you decide to do it, then you can get through it. You know, and that's just the biggest part of it. And then you get the opportunity to experience what we're talking about, our greatest fear. You get the opportunity to experience our greatest fear, which is that you are powerful beyond measure, which is that you are a child of God. And it says in there, and this is one of the parts of that quote that I love the most. It says, "We are all meant to shine as children do." You know what that means, right? You know how it was when you were a kid. I mean, you had all the wonder of the world and all, and you were invincible, and there was nothing you couldn't do. And you know, if somebody told you can do it, you tell them where to go, because you knew that you can do just about anything. And so sometimes you got to go back to that this nature, you know, and feel that wonder. You know, when Miss Johnson asked you in the 3rd grade, what'd you want to be when you grow up? Did you say like a hooker? Did you say an addict? No, I'm sure you said none of those things. I'm sure you said you wanted to be something else, like a minister.
I remember my brother Michael said he left his backpack at home, so I had to run into school for him. And he was at, what do you want to do when you grow up? He goes, I want to be so rich I can afford sweat glands for my dog, so my dog wouldn't have to breathe so hard.
Hey, listen.
And I was like, that's deep. You know, it's like,
yeah. And you know, that's one that he should tackle. Not even necessarily sweat glands for the dog, but maybe even perhaps something that helps the dog. Another method for the dog. You know.
And I was like, can you explain yourself? He goes, I don't want my dog to have to pant.
Yeah.
You know. I'm like, okay. You know.
Okay. A good one. Okay. I got a text that was a good one. We love good ones. We're hoping that good one, he reaches somebody that really needs it.
Yeah. Years ago, when I was living in Gainesville, I don't want to mention the person's last name, but
Johnson.
there's one girl I was dating, her best friend, who was homecoming queen, head cheerleader, etc. Unbelievably gorgeous. Calls her up. She's in the hood. She wanted to go score. She's got no clothes on. Kind of knows where she is. And I went there to go get her, and so there I have a white guy walking in there. There's like 15, 20 guys in there, and she comes out all screaming and crying and shaking, and they're like, "Just you?" I'm like, I took my shirt off my back, had her put my shirt on. I said, "We're gonna walk out of here now." They looked at me like I was crazy, and I got her out of there. Took her back to the place I was staying at. And me and my friend, we got her cleaned up, and then we took her to a rehab place, and that was the last time she used.
Yeah, there's her aha moment. Aha! I ain't gonna do this no more. You know, thank you, Sean, for being there. We all have them, but sometimes we have them and we ignore them. And I don't know if that's the right thing to do. In fact, I'm sure it's not. If you get it, that's a sign. Your soul is connected to the powers that be. And if you get that little still small voice in your head that is telling you that it's time for you to redefine yourself. It's time to do some what we like to call internal intellectual re-engineering. You know, go and figure it out. And then also the thing that our friend Tiffany was talking about last night is like about people who have using or who have given up. And like, because they'll ask, well, why would I do this? There's nothing to live for. Guys, there is so much to live for. You've got people that love you. You've got a mission that you have to fulfill. You've been out there so long living that life that you think that is hopeless. It's not. We're hope dealers here.
And you guys take things for granted. Back in January, I couldn't even put my own shoes on.
Hello?
I couldn't. I couldn't. It didn't even matter if flip-flops,
They didn't
whatever.
put any shoes on.
And like even when me and T went up to Illinois to see my daughter, they're like, "Where's your shoes at?" And we flew
And going up, it was freezing.
It was freezing cold. We flew into O'Hare, and it's like 8 degrees or something like that.
Woo.
And everyone's looking at me because I'm barefoot because I couldn't put shoes on.
Yeah, they were
You know.
very uncomfortable.
And so And that was just a matter of months ago.
Yeah,
You know?
it really and remarkable change, and that's what you find if you look at go to any of the addiction sites on Facebook, and a lot of them even going out because I kind of blast some of them. There's so many awesome before and after pictures. And there is hope. There is life. I mean, just to see yourself looking like yourself again, or looking better than you've looked in a long time again, is all worth it. I guarantee you. You know, and believe me, here in the recovery room, there's no judgment. And in fact, for you guys, I just saw somebody today that posted got 11 months. I was like, yeah. You know, because I don't care if it's 11 days. I don't care if it's 11 hours. When you're in recovery mode, man, it is the most important time in your life. The first 90 days of recovery are the most important time in your life. That is when you get the opportunity to change your lifestyle. And so when you get to 21 days, you've already created some new habits. And I suggest that you just do that. For the next 21 days, wake up in the morning with an attitude of gratitude. Wake up in the morning with some expectations of yourself that are good, that are not harrowing, that is so hard to fulfill. But the first one is obviously don't use, right? But you know, start getting some motivation to get out and go and walk on the beach, you know, or go into a park and walk and smell the flowers. And these things sound very silly, but these are the simple pleasures in life that like Sean said, you over the course of time with using, you've taken for granted, and they're wonderful things, man. A sunset is one of the best things on the planet.
And actually, the sunset here in Florida, with that sandstorm coming in, it's supposed to be like just amazing with the next like 15 days, I think, coming up.
Wow.
You know, go catch a sunset.
Yeah.
Don't think you're having a heart attack. That's the most beautiful sunset. I've never seen it that color.
This is the big
But it's
one.
supposed to be just so brilliant, and because with the sun reflecting off all the grains of sand.
Wow.
You know.
Yeah, just enjoy. Find something that you enjoy and go and do it. And then when that urge hits you, because it's going to hit you, that initial, replace it with a thought where you contemplate on it for until the urge leaves. Okay, you think about Prince, Raspberry Beret, whatever. You know what I mean? Just repeat it over in your head, over and over again. Raspberry Beret. Until that urge goes. Do something until the urge goes away. And then once you train yourself to do that, you can do it, and do it. And then after a period of time, you'll find that your thoughts are getting less and less about getting high. It's getting to be more and more about living life. And that's what we want for you. If we want anything for you, as the hope dealers that we are, we want you to have hope. We want you to have faith. We want you to have, faith, which is not just faith, but the lack of fear. See, because if you have faith, there's no fear. There's no fear. I mean, it's weird because I picture myself a fairly confident person, but I don't know what I ate or whatever. Maybe it was some mushrooms in my salad or something. But
Ooh, trippy, man.
I had these dreams, and I was fearful in them. I was like running from stuff, and everything was like, I was like fear, and it's like I woke up, I was like, whew.
He came out, he's like, Sean was dreaming like I was you.
Yeah,
Like I was
he used to have these dreams that were so vivid, and I'd have to say, Sean, no. It was just a dream. But yeah, I was having them last night, and so I was reintroduced to what that fear is like in my dream, and I'm so happy that I don't have it. And I don't want you guys to have it. I want you to have this thing, because I woke up and I looked around and said, oh, okay, good. Everything's good. I want you to have that. I want you to have that opportunity to open your eyes and wake up like in the middle of the day from your daydream and go, oh, okay, everything's good. Everything's good. You ready for a quote?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Go.
front door.
Sean, could you read the quote, please?
No, I don't have my
Sympathy
glasses on.
says, sympathy's easy. You have sympathy for starving children swatting at flies on late night commercial. Sympathy is easy because it comes from a position of power. Empathy, which is a word we don't use enough. Empathy is getting down on your knees and looking someone else in the eye and realizing you could be them. And that all that separates us and that all that separates you is luck. You got lucky. It wasn't you. You know. I mean, that's huge. Empathy is looking at a person and not feeling sorry for them. Empathy is looking at a person and wanting to help them, recognizing their situation, recognizing the you in them and what they're going through.
When you drive by a car crash, are you looking to see if that person's messed up and laugh, or are you looking to see if it's someone you know, or you want to help if that person needs help?
Yeah.
I look to see if that person needs help. I always carry a case of water in my truck and a toolbox and like a bag of chips or whatever else. And if I see somebody broken down, I pull over. I'm like, look, here's some waters, you know. And they're like, wow, thanks.
I'm hoping that the great Don Lemon will talk about empathy tonight. Because here's the definition, in case you guys didn't understand. The ability to understand and share the feelings of another. Wow. That's deep. Because that's all we need to do. You know, if you got empathy, if your knee's on my neck, you're gonna be feeling the pain. You're gonna take your knee off my neck, right? And for us that are blessed to have, just like Sean says, if you're empathetic, and you see somebody that's in need, you can feel their situation and recognize it and want to do something about it. We live in a land of plenty. We live in a land that if you would vote for me, I would make sure that everybody had a chicken in their oven and a big tall glass of Arnie Palmer on the table. I'm a big Arnie Palmer. Why do the lights keep changing on this
I
here?
don't know, they shut them off.
Well, I'm glad you guys are seeing that too.
Yeah, you think it's just you, like, oh, it's the big one. Let's see. Empathy is compassion, and compassion is seeing a need and fulfilling it. Man, we're becoming like intellectuals around here.
We are.
Hank Judy said, nothing good happens at 2 a.m. Let me see what this one
Except the
said.
phone call.
Got some horrible static coming through, Don. Horrible static. I don't know if it's my computer.
No. I don't hear any horrible stuff.
Well, I just got a message that we got horrible static.
Is that off of YouTube or Facebook, or does it matter?
No, it
Uh,
doesn't.
Right.
Is it? Let us know if it's. Give us a heads up whether it's gone or not.
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh, you hear
There,
it?
yeah.
All right, Don, you got something. Hey, listen, we live.
It almost sounds like it's a grounding issue, Don. You know, sometimes you don't have something grounded out and you're hearing that.
Living in the material world,
Thank you, Madonna.
technical world. You guys give us a heads up. And she said it's on Facebook, obviously, but it's probably on both of them. You don't hear anything, huh?
Nothing that obvious.
Do you still hear it? Does anybody out there still hear it? She said it's on Facebook.
Anybody
Yeah.
It's probably on both of them. You don't hear anything, huh? I can't hear a thing.
I can't hear a damn thing.
Can you hear it? Anybody out there still hear it? She said it's on Facebook. Yeah. You don't hear anything, huh?
in? The air conditioner on, that's how sensitive
Can't hear a
this
thing.
I can't hear a damn thing.
You guys.
So you hear it? Don's like, I don't hear it. Maybe you guys don't hear it because you guys have been playing music too
Our
long.
producers can't hear. He's been playing loud music too many years.
You know how many guns I freaking shot and cannons, and I can still hear when I want
All
to.
right. Will you let us guys let us know when it's gone. Oh man. Yeah, empathy. I mean, empathy and compassion used in the same sentence is a very powerful sentence. Empathy and compassion is a very powerful thing. That's what we need. That's what we want. That's what we're all looking for in this world. And that's what God has admonished us. Admonished us to do.
You need to come out with a T-Bone dictionary so people
Yeah,
are like,
yeah.
he's using his words
Yeah,
again.
yeah,
And
yeah. Did he make that one up?
yeah.
That sounds like one he made up, perhaps. No, that's a good one. No, we're being asked of God to God asks us to be compassionate and to be kind and loving to one another, to be servants to one another. Servants, yes, and that sounds like a bad word. I'm sorry, but that is exactly what we're supposed to do. If we were to do that, there'd be a lot less people that are hungry and therefore needing to do whatever it is they need to do to get some food, meaning robbing or stealing or lying or cheating or whatever the case might be, you know. And so if we were to take a stance that we're going to help our fellow man, this life is going to become a much better place, and it's going to happen. I mean, God is in charge, right? God is in charge. You don't think any of this is happening by accident. This is all by design, and you know, and there's a design, and people will say, well, why would God allow that to happen? To get results would be the answer. You know, sometimes we're so busy, caught up in our own thoughts and our own crap that we forget about God. You know, and we feel like we're so powerful, but then let something happen, and what is the first thing that everybody says? Oh God.
Oh my God.
God, oh my God, yeah, oh my God. God becomes really big then, okay? And so you got to be big all the time. And if he's big all the time, then the world is a good place because God is love. And we're children of love. And so we got to spread that. We got to spread the love. And you know, I don't know if there's anything else to say beyond that. I mean, I don't know if there's anything more important than that, you know. I mean, we all know we gotta love our children. I mean, some people love their pets more than they love people, but that's a conversation for a whole for another
Because the
show.
pets don't talk back. You
Yeah,
know, they might chew your shoes going, here you
Yeah.
go. Clean this mess up.
Yeah,
Thank you, Cat Lady.
yeah. So, yeah, we gotta love and treat each other right. Sean, oh yeah, Judy just remembered. She said you were appearing on the show, gripping your walker. Remember we used to do the show in the
Yeah.
other room, in the next room, and yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just the other day. It was, you know,
Yeah,
I couldn't walk without that walker.
yeah.
You know,
And or with it.
or yeah, we did so well.
But if you'd like to make a phone call,
But if you'd like to call us, in fact, you'll be talking to our good friend and our co-host, Christy. There's that number. It's 941-201-5226. That's 941-201-5226. Nothing else, she'll put the phone on speaker and call us here, and we'll all be connected.
And guys, put that phone number, like, store it in your phone. If you're having a bad day, you need someone to talk to, you can call that number 24 hours a day.
Absolutely. Leave a message if nobody answers, and we'll get back to you. But yeah, that's a thanks, Judy. That was a fairly vivid memory of that when Sean. That was when he first started doing the show a few months ago, and he wasn't even. He got the. I don't know. He got the notion, and he came in, and he sat in, and he made not said anything. He just sat there.
Don't ask me, I don't remember a damn thing.
Yeah, but he was present and he was accounted for, and that's what's the most important thing. And so
And just that little bit of me doing the job would wipe me out for like
Yeah.
10 hours. I'd be like, all right, I'm going to go sleep now.
yeah,
I don't know.
whoa, my
Whoa,
Facebook's going
what'd you
crazy.
do?
I hit some kind of weird thing. Oh, that thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it wasn't that long ago. That's amazing. It is.
Hey guys, the other day was our friend Don's birthday.
Yeah, it's 421 Sweet Treats. I told her we got a nice present for her. She said, "Oh, I can't wait." She was clapping and singing and carrying on. Can't wait to see it.
Oh, did you? But you didn't tell her what it is.
I didn't tell her yet.
Ha ha.
I didn't tell her yet. They said, and I did talk to Brady, and she said, "We're home. You can bring it by."
No, they gotta come by the house.
Oh, they got to come by the house. There you go.
Yeah.
You guys hear that, Don? Brady, you got to come by the house to get it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, how did you know, Judy? She said now you got your ice cream figure back.
Did I see
She's
that?
been-
Did I see
Yeah.
that camera on again?
She's been
Bro, by the pool.
The
No.
2 a.m. The 2 a.m.
I actually cut down on my ice cream
Yeah,
because
yes, really.
I do that girl thing when you lay in the bed, you're putting your pants on, you're like sucking your gut in and trying to get them on. And it wasn't working anymore, and those were my fat boy pants, and I was like, ruh-roh. So,
Okay, so I got a post here from Rebecca Bird that says new corona cases in the U.S. soared to a highest single day total. So not trying to be a party pooper, or anything. I regret to be the bearer of such bad news. Simply saying, listen up. This is still real, and we all have to help each other. The key element to the corona is not the corona. It is the fact that we have to be concerned about each other. That is the message. That is why Corona exists, such that we could be concerned about one another. I mess around and I went to, I'm a vet, and yes, you're welcome. I know everybody out there is saying thank you for your service. You're quite welcome. And I went to the doctor and I got an N95 mask. Oh, here's my auntie calling. Let me tell her she forget what time it is. Hey, auntie, I'm on the air. You calling to talk to me on the air?
Call me back.
she says, no, I don't want to be
All right,
live on
I'll
there.
Love you. Bye. Yeah. So, Corona, Viva Corona, is what we're saying here. At the beginning of this year, we talked so much about clear vision, that this is 2020, and what is 2020? 2020 is clear vision, and now it is clearer than ever what we need to do. Right? This is what I'm seeing as the message from Corona, topped off by George Floyd.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is topped off by that. And I gotta read this one to you, otherwise I'm gonna get fired. Hold on.
You're fired.
You're fired. Okay, so it says, faith doesn't always take you out of the problem. Faith takes you through the problem. Faith doesn't always take away the pain. Faith gives you the ability to handle the pain. Faith doesn't always take you out of the storm. Faith calms you in the midst of the storm. Amen. Faith. It is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Those two things. Fear and faith are two things that both ask you to believe in something you can't see.
Like when the storm hits, like, like at Forrest Gump, are you be like Lieutenant Dan on top of there,
Right.
screaming, yelling at that
All you
storm?
got.
Or are you going to be inside going, I need to pray a lot more?
Yeah.
You know?
I know.
I'll be the fool up there going, that's all you got.
Yeah, is that all you got? Come on, God. Posty. Christy posted. Wow, Posty. Yes. No, yes, it is water.
Yeah.
Christy posted the phone number. So yeah, guys, put that phone number. It's there. You can always go back and look at the shows. Put that phone number in your phone book or somewhere near your phone at home or whatever. And if you ever need to talk to somebody, call it. Chrissy's going to be reaching out to those people brand new in recovery, and those people are the most important people. Everybody's important. It's like Black Lives Matter as well. Those new people in recovery matter, because it's such a daunting thing. You try to figure out where you're going, what are you going to do, how you're going to do it, where are the resources. You're thinking that you've burned all your bridges. Your mama can't help you, daddy can't help you. You know what I mean? But that's just not true. When you decide to make that decision and you start getting yourself together, all those people come back around, because they look at you and they're so proud of you, and they just want to be in your life and they want to help you. So,
Speaking of help, when we posted last time about the food banks, I had so many people contact me. They saying, Sean, thanks for you guys doing that.
Yeah.
Because they're like,
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
So if you guys hear of a food bank or a church gives them stuff away, send us a message and we'll get it out there. Because
Yeah.
there's a lot of hungry people out there, and nobody still knows what happened to any of the homeless people. I know I haven't seen any.
Yeah.
They
yeah,
had
where
to
they
have
go?
gone somewhere.
Yeah, there's a few scragglers.
You
but
know,
not
like
it
you see
used to
one or
be.
two, not like.
Yeah, I mean, even by the Salvation Army, because here in the Salvation Army, there was a whole street of just people.
There
on
was
the
hundreds.
street. Yeah, with
Yeah.
blankets. I mean, my gut feeling is that they're smarter than we give them credit for, because there's all kinds of camps around, and so my gut feeling is that everybody got off the street and went to one of the homeless camps, and you know, some of those places are run fairly well. They got somebody that did rules and stuff, you know, and you know, probably the best place to go. Yeah, Judy, that used to be my favorite quote, and now it's back. Thank you for reminding me, and I love it again. It says, "Fear knocked on the door, faith answered, and there was nobody there." That's a good one. That's the one. You know, I mean, just have faith, folks. I mean, the time is now. I mean, this is. It may seem as like the worst of times, but my God, people, this is the best of times. I mean, you know, when's the last time when we were locked down? When's the last time they told you to stay home from work? You know, and as you're staying home, they sent you some money so you can have something to eat, and they're talking about sending you some more money. These are really good times for you to take and find yourself and find that thing that you do that you can earn some money from.
You guys remember when you were sick with the flu and you're going into work, and then they said, "No, you got to come in," and then you get there like, "Oh my God, stay away."
Yeah.
Don's pointing at the TV. I guess we're in the
Hey,
show.
look at
There
that.
we go. Bam.
Everything happens for a reason. Live it, love it, learn from it. Make your smile change the world. But don't let the world change your smile. Man, and you know that smile thing. And Don, they're coming in full screen. I like it.
It's because that's what you gave me.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh.
Nice. Gave him something
I
good.
like them apples.
Well, yeah, I gave him something good. You know?
It needs to be.
Yeah. And what did that one say again? Smile. Yeah, that word. Don't let the world change your smile. You know, even if you're missing a tooth or two.
You knew I was going to go.
I had to
You
beat
knew
you
I was
to
going to
it.
go.
I had to beat you to it.
Yeah.
You know, because a smile is a smile. First, the first thing a smile does is it increases your face value. Secondarily, it is contagious and it increases somebody else's face value, because it's hard for somebody not to smile when you're smiling at them. Okay, and you know, a smile is just a frown that's turned upside down. A forced smile is certainly better than a sincere frown. Have you ever smiled real big and tried to be sad, or do the opposite? Have you ever been sad and smile real big? It's impossible. God, I don't know how he figured that one out. God made it such that when you smile, the muscles and the chemical reactions and all that, you can only feel good. So if nothing else, smile. Nothing else, smile.
Well, sometimes the crazy people, they smile before they go do something crazy.
Yeah, like, hey, get this done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, there's always crazy people everywhere.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, we got to take care of them too, though. I mean, that's a big deal. We are so caught up in riches and taking care of ourselves and all kinds of stuff that, you know, we forget that we got to take care of other people. I mean, if we were to make sure, I mean, we gotten kind of callous. I mean, we got crazy people, and when I say crazy people, I say that in the most loving way, running all around. You see them running up and down the street talking to themselves or whatever. We don't have an answer to that, and that is one of the biggest things that I hope, if Joe Biden, what did Judy said she wanted Joe Biden to find? I want Joe Biden to find mental health resources. Not for himself, Don. Don't laugh.
Okay.
You Trumpers.
Well, you put him with that guy that he was in Gainesville and he would run around
Yeah,
with the basketball.
yeah.
You ever talk to him?
Yeah, I did.
And I asked him once. I said, "Well, what are you doing?" He goes, "Well, I'm keeping the devil away."
Yeah.
And he would run like 25, 30 miles a day.
Yeah, and he was a hellacious basketball player too, by the way, before whatever he took and flipped. He was like going to the pros, running up and down the street with a basketball. I remember that, yeah. Wow. Yep. So Don, yeah, you got your new mixer working over there?
Not yet.
Oh, never mind.
Start
But-
next week.
We do have the commercials for our people that kind of help us keep this thing
Yeah,
going.
how about those people?
Yes.
How about them folks? POWarriors.com, the website created to connect our brave men and women of the armed forces, first responders, and medical personnel to our community of businesses and services that honored their service. POWarriors.com, protecting our warriors who protect us.
Spice up your next event with the Hammock Haven Experience. To find out more, go to thehammockhaven.com or call 941-201-5226. The Hammock Haven. Chillax a minute.
You know, for you, those of you guys out there who don't know about what we do on Wednesdays and Saturdays here, it's a drive-in theater. Stay in your car so you're still social distancing, and they start at 9 o'clock. That's when the sun goes down. And Wednesdays is more set up for like a kids theme night, but heck, we're all kids anyways. You know what I mean?
Big kids. We're big kids.
And it's really just awesome. You sit in your car and you watch the movie, turn your station in your car, and watch a movie. And to me, it just brought back being
It's
a kid.
nostalgic. Yeah.
You know, sneaking in, like where you put like 25 people in the back of a station
Yeah,
wagon,
and
you
the
get in
trunk
there
and everything.
under the blankets laughing, going hee, and you get inside there,
Yeah.
But there's a lot of place here to eat.
Yeah, this one's free.
And so the movies are free, which the price is perfect.
Yeah.
But there's a Chinese restaurant here. There's Subway. There's ice cream. Except there's the Dollar General's right there if you guys wanted snacks. It's something real cool to check out.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I don't know what the movie is Saturday, but we'll go to the Oniko Farmers Market Facebook page, and it's usually on there. I try to keep it updated, have them keep it updated. But just come, because it'll be a movie, and you get a chance, and kids don't really know anything about the drive-in, and so that's a really good, and you can give them some little history on it. No, it's really cool.
If you came in a pickup truck, just back it in backwards and let the kids sit in the tailgate, and and just have a
Have a
free
good
night
time.
of fun.
And you can sit outside and watch it because there's a speaker outside, so you can bring,
Oh, there
you
is?
can bring a
Okay.
chair, and we got a speaker where you can sit outside and look at it too. It's really cool. I mean, and thank God the farmers they got their inspection that they passed, and all they need now is the occupancy, and this thing is going to be wide open, and so the drive-in is going to also have some other things, some vendors. I mean, it's just going to be a really, really, really cool space. One of the coolest spaces in the Sarasota Manatee area, and as soon as we get that completion and we get a date, we'll be doing a soft opening. So we'll be announcing it here on the show. There'll be food and vendors and games and things on the soft one, and then we're going to do a big one where it's going to be concerts and vendors and bounce houses and whatever kind of party you can have. We got a whole big old parking lot out there to do whatever we want to do. So
And
this is like my dream come
You can
true.
do like a live podcast too. Dan?
Live podcast. We're going to still be set up in here, so we'll be doing live on Facebook with a camera. And hopefully we'll figure out how to do that. We can get around and interview the vendors in here, and it's just going to be loads of fun, and you know, it's when you stop and they talk about the law of attraction, right? Meaning that the thing you think about the most is attracted to you. I like to call it the law of 20/20 vision, because what I think is that everything is already sitting there. You've just got to open your eyes and be able to see it. It's there for you. This world is it's an abundant world, and God said He wants you to have life and have it more abundantly. You're a child of God. You should have whatever it is you want and need in this world. It's right there waiting for you. But you got to ask. That acronym ASK, A-S-K, ask not, get not, ask. Ask and it shall be given. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door shall be open. And that's just a beautiful thing. I think we got another quote left, don't we? We might have a quote left. Otherwise, I got a whole thing of them. But yeah, it's out there, and you can have it. And we are praying for you to have it. We want you to have it. We want you to have that aha moment. We want you to have the stuff that happens after that aha moment. We want you to have the years and the freedom that comes with getting over addiction. We want you to have that trophy, because that's what we give you. We're going to give you a trophy, and we're going to give you some certificates and stuff if that's important to you. But we want you to have what comes along with not having to be a slave to a substance, not giving all your money to the dope man or the dope girl or whoever it is. Dope grandmama. I know dope grandmama. I don't know if y'all know her.
Speaking of money, the fundraiser for my liver.
Yeah, remind me tonight.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, let me read this first, and then we'll talk about confidence. Isn't walking into a room thinking you're better than everyone. It's walking in and not having to compare yourself to anyone at all. And that's important. It doesn't matter where you've been, people. It doesn't matter what you've done. You are still a valuable child of God. I can go back and tell you some things that I did that I'm sure I'm not happy about. But guess what? I've forgiven myself.
What's that? What Kid Rock said? He slept in dumpsters, got high with kids.
Yeah. And but came out of it on the other side. But at any rate, tonight, and I'm doing it tonight. I've been threatening. I'm changing up, and I'm going to retool the GoFundMe page for Sean's liver transplant. I think we went in March, and in the next April, May, June, July,
In August sometime I need to go again.
August we'll
But
be
I gotta-
going again. But there's a whole a whole slew
of extremely costly tests that they
Yeah.
have to do.
Yes.
Basically, but it comes down to they need to monitor all my stats and my liver inside, even though it's bypassed, before they can just set up an evaluation on me, because there are people that are sicker than I am. They say now I'm too healthy for my transplant. I don't have a liver; it's bypassed, so I will need to have one. That has to happen.
Yeah, that's just gotta happen.
But there's other people that are much worse off than me. So basically, they'll evaluate me to getting me on the list.
Yeah.
But it is costly prior to the procedure. I had a friend ask me the other day. They said, "Well, aren't you afraid about going under their knife?" I'm like, I survived all that other stuff before. Doesn't even bother me. When they bypassed it, they only gave me a 4% chance of living. And my sister Eileen was there, and she started laughing. The doctor's like, "What's funny?" She goes, "I've seen Sean much worse off than this." And I was. And
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Yeah.
So, guys, if you are out there and you are sick or whatever else, be it from your addiction or whatever else, fight.
Oh, yeah. That's
You
it.
got,
That's
fight.
it.
Don't give up.
That's it. That is it in a nutshell.
I know. Several different times when I'd be breaking my back and my neck, I said, "You're never going to walk again." I was like, "Screw you." Pulled myself up the trapeze, fell flat on my face. Fell flat on my face. And one day I put one foot in front of the other one. That's all you guys got to do. Put that
Yeah,
one foot in
yeah.
front of the other one, and don't make that one turn to go to your dealer's house.
Yeah. Don't go that way.
Just don't go that way.
It says the All Foods Faith Bank website has daily and weekly schedule of locations in the area. So check out the All Faith Food Bank's website to find some find some location. You guys will be happy to know that Vice President Pence will be in Sarasota next week.
Oh, really?
Look, everybody got all excited.
Whoa.
Hey, so Judy, what do you got on here? After leaving the drive-in, what? Then I can't see the previous comment. I don't know why this thing does that, but anyway, it says when we were kids, my funny brother Timmy, rest in peace, stuck us under his bed after Mom took us to see the Exorcist, and he made my bed bounce up and down and scared them. Yeah, that Exorcist was a groundbreaking film.
They actually did a movie about making a movie, and supposedly like a whole bunch of weird stuff happened. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on, guys. It's not your attitude, it's not your aptitude, it's your attitude that determines your altitude. So have one of compassion and empathy. Those are our new words.
All right, guys. I always say rubber side down. Drink water. Drink water. Drink water. It's hot out there. This man almost had a heat stroke a couple of times playing tennis. Get your water in, you guys.
Peace.
We love you guys. Peace out.
Nothing to say. You already knew I would come searching anyway. So I sailed across the sea to see if you were there waiting for me. But you were not. So I sailed back with a broken heart. I waited till 3 to see if you would come looking for me, but you did not. So I fell asleep with a broken heart.
You can't have anything on those for the inspection. I know. Yeah, but they're coming back. And so even though that stuff's all